Golden Trophy, one of the most fun games in Rec Room, a fun quest to complete, and probably everybody's favorite quest. One of the top games for all Rec Room players. This is everything you need to know about Golden Trophy. Golden Trophy was the original quest. It's the first quest that ever came out, back in, I think, 2017. And it's been the most popular quest since.
If you're really into goblins and things that shoot fireballs, this is definitely the game for you. You can either have a choice of a sword and a shield. You can double sword. You can have a bow and arrow, or there is some crossbows hidden around the map. But I suggest either the one sword and one shield, or a bow, and try to double shoot with the bow.
You have to go through different acts, the act 1 through 9. 9 is the finale with a boss. I'm gonna be honest, the boss is not very hard to beat. I would rate the boss out of 10, 10 being the hardest, probably like a 3 or 4. You have to go through all the acts with different waves of enemies coming at you. If you die, you need to be revived by your teammates, or if they die, you need to get to your teammate and revive them before you die. Otherwise, you lose to the goblins.
In Act 1, this is obviously the easiest level, since it is the first level in the game. The challenges you face in this level only include the typical green goblins that you see. There's no fireball shooters or any of those types of goblins, just the ones with the sword.
Act 2 is obviously not very hard at all either. It's basically just the same with a few flying goblins, and there are some waves that you'll have to go through. But this is really easy, so it's not much to stress about.
Act 3, you start off with a boulder in front of you. You're supposed to push it down the hill, and it will flatten all of the goblins that are coming out of the tunnel. Once you get past there, there's just more fire shooter goblins, more sword goblins and everything. But once you get past that, you go down a couple steep hills, whatever, do your clay pots, and then you're on to the next level, which is Act 4.
Act 4 is definitely one of my favorites. So you walk into this place, and there's lava all around. You cannot fall off. The green goblins with swords will come down and try and kill you, obviously, and then there's flying goblins over the lava. So you need to grab a bow and arrow and snipe them son of a guns. And then there's a few more waves like that. And then these giant goblins with axes on them come towards you. You need to hit them on their back where their target is to end them. And then there's a final wave where you need to snipe them son of a gun goblins again. Done.
Basically, Act 5, you have to pick one of the two ways to go, and then you destroy those goblins, go the other way, destroy those goblins, and then you go to the entrance for the next room. This is not your first encounter with the red goblins, which are more powerful, but there is a lot more of them in this level, and you just have to hit them, kill them, and everything. May I suggest getting on top of a little platform and using your bow for a while. Eventually they'll come around, so you might have to use your sword again. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of level 5.
Act 6 is a library, and there are a lot of waves that will come through here. There's going to be a lot of red fire goblins that are mad, including the axe murderer ones. Those suck, because they'll spin around with their axe, and that'll get you every time. And then there's just a ton of waves and goblins that you gotta take down, and if you die and if you're just playing with one other person, that's gonna suck trying to go and revive them. So this is definitely one of the harder levels, but it's doable.
In Act 7, it's a little bit different layout than all the others. There's goblins right at the start, and there's some up on top of the little platform that you can't reach, so you have to go around to the other side. In order to get around to the other side, you have to go into a room which has a bunch of goblins in it. Once you defeat them, you come out the other side of that room. Then you can get the goblins on top of the platform. From there, you go on a bridge to get across, kill some more goblins, and then you go into a narrow hallway, and there is a goblin with an axe again, and you go behind him and hit his target. And then at the very entrance of Act 8, you kill some more fire goblins. It's not too hard.
Act 8. I would probably say this is the hardest. Yeah, it's harder than the boss level, 100%. So basically, the second you walk in, there's about, I don't know, 50 goblins that you gotta kill, and there's lava at some areas. So there's some like bridges to higher areas where fire goblins will fire at you. So you have to get onto the bridge and go kill them without falling in the lava while being chased by a million other goblins. And if you try to solo this, oh my gosh, if you do this, props to you. I mean, I know some people can. It's the easiest quest, apparently, but this is definitely the hardest act.
Basically, the boss level is very easy to beat if you know the right tips and tricks to beat the boss. So basically, you could either have someone double shield and go up to the boss and distract it, while the other person shoots a bow repeatedly into the back of his target. And if that is not the strategy you want to use, you can also try to glitch into the wall and shoot him from behind. But yeah, that is pretty much Golden Trophy in a nutshell.
So yeah, the glitch in the wall when you use like double sword or something, like glitch into the wall and his back while you're just like following where he's going, like he turns. So just basically just spam hit him, and it's a piece of cake, but you have to avoid the other goblins that will come down. And once you win, you get a tier rank. There's S as the best, and then C is the worst. And then you usually get some decent rewards depending on what your ranking was, but the rewards are always pretty cool. And honestly, Golden Trophy is probably my favorite quest. What about you, Tatum?
Yes, it's probably my favorite quest. Rise of Jumbotron is a very close second, though.
Yeah, same. So these are our opinions on the difficulty. So we both rank a 4 out of 10 on the boss. And I honestly feel like the hardest goblins to beat other than the boss gotta be the angry red fire axe people who spin. Those are really annoying. Same with the fire things that shoot fireballs. But overall, I would say the game and difficulty is like a 6.
For me, overall, the game's probably 6 out of 10, just with all of the red fire goblins. And sometimes the game is a little glitchy. It's kind of hard to revive people sometimes because the game gets a little kind of glitched. Sometimes the goblins glitch into the floor, but that is not too big of a problem. So overall, yeah, 6 out of 10. Golden Trophy is a good game overall.
This was JMorant12 JTatum from Goliath Gaming. We had a lot of fun making this video, so if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe for more contents like this. And our gamer tags are JMorant12 and JTatum0 in Rec Room. We hope to see you out in the Rec Room community. Peace!